Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome to this Less Stress in Leadership with BeeKonnected show. And today I have a very exciting guest, Jacqui Johnston. And we're going to have fun hearing what she has on her mind and in her business. But first, let me tell you who I am. I'm Dr. Annika Sorensen. I come from Sweden and I'm hosting this show once a week, and we talk about stress and in business and how BeeKonnected can help you. I'm not going to present myself anymore here because we don't need to take the time for that. You can anyone who wants to know more about me and why I do this, you can go ask permission to join my Be Calm leadership group you see on the left hand side, or is that the left hand side? I don't know. Uh, you see the button where you can join my group, and in there you find the replays. And there is a specific replay with me presenting why I do this and so on. But today we're going to talk about Jacqui. She is a business development manager. And to me, that is a mystery because I'm not from that kind of world. So she's going to tell us she's from Aberdeen, Scotland. So we are fairly close together. I'm in Sweden. So we are the Europeans here. And we are both elite coaches for BeeKonnected. And yes, why don't you tell us who you are, where you are in business, and anything you want to talk about around that?
Well, thank you. Good evening, everyone. And thank you for inviting me, Annika. It's a pleasure to be here. So my name is Jacqui Johnston, as just very rightly said, and I live in Aberdeen, Scotland, in the UK. So yeah, we are close in Europe to Sweden. And I am, in fact, a BeeKonnected Elite 100 coach. So in my day job, I am business development manager for a company called Northeast Services. It is a multi-award winning plumbing and electrical contractor in Aberdeen. And we have a team of 12, and we help domestic customers, commercial customers, industrial customers with their electrical and plumbing requirements. One of the great things about the company is that my director started off on his own, and he used to be Northeast Electrical, and he's built the company up to how it is today. And I started with him just over a year ago. My background is both in retail management and business development. So I have got plenty of experience when it comes to all different walks of life when it comes to business. So
So
one of the things,
what exactly do you do?
so in my day job, I spend time with amazing people. I network with a lot of people. So I set up business meetings, um, with company FM managers, facilities managers, people who look after companies that have a requirement for maintenance. I also meet operations managers and also network with a lot of business people in the Aberdeen area. So I am a member of groups like BNI, which is international
Yeah.
business networking group. I think it's the world's largest, and I have been a member of that since last March. When I joined the company, my director said to me, "Would I mind attending the BNI meetings every week?" And it's obviously been very beneficial for me. And I also have other networks like ABN, Revitalize, hashtag BWC women's groups, that I go to these networking events. I meet fabulous people. And I always believe it's not always who they know. What if they have a requirement, it's who they know that I might be able to help. So I find that every week I'm meeting more and more great people that I can find a solution for. We work with a lot of property companies because we have to help keep property safe and compliant. We also help off in the offshore industry because Aberdeen used to be known as the oil and gas capital. It's now like the renewables as well as oil and gas. So that being said, our company also is now going to be offering solar panel installation as well as the EV chargers for the electric cars. And we are saving people money on their energy because there's new regulations as well in the UK, the fluorescent tube lighting. We're encouraging companies to change over to LED, where they can save maybe 40, 50, 60% in some cases. Not only is it better for the environment, but it's better for their pocket. So I'm always just speaking to people about how I can help save them money, about giving them a great service. And also the other thing is having reliable tradespeople is really important. Myself, I in the past have used other tradespeople, and I've usually been let down by either they've not turned up, or the job that they've done for me has been substandard. So compliance is very important when it comes to working with clients, because for us, we've got to put our name to it. We have got a sophisticated booking system where our customers, when they book a job with us, everything is on there. We supply certificates for the client. So we've got everything, in one place. But the good thing about that too is that we had an instance where we do PAT testing, which is portable appliances testing. So like kettles, toasters, that type of thing. So if we're going into a property and the landlord, which is either a private landlord or a letting agent, has asked us to go and make that property safe, check it for the gas safety, check it for the electrical appliances, etc. We have to make sure that everything is safe. But if, for instance, something is not safe, like say for instance a kettle or a toaster, we would cut the plug off so that the tenant can't use that appliance anymore. And then what happened just a few months back was that someone sent an email, a tenant sent an email to the letting company and said that Northeast Services had gone and done a test on the toaster, and that they've landed up in hospital because they had used the toaster after we had deemed it to be safe. The toaster was not safe, and they had landed up in hospital. So because we have got the sophisticated software booking system, anything that we do from start to finish, we take a photograph before, we take a photograph after, and we do a report. Well, it's a bit difficult to use a toaster when there's no plug on it. So it was found that the tenant had been lying and was trying to get money through falsely accusing us of doing the job incorrectly, and obviously trying to get money from the leasing agent as well. So I was delighted we had such a booking system, and that just shows how good that is as well. But also, if you were a client and you've got a company and maybe you've got many offices, rooms in your building that need to be safe, we can do what they call asset target. So just say, for instance, you had something not working in one of your offices, but we've got the whole building asset tagged. We can number each room and part of the building so that we can then identify where the issue is. We can also then identify what item is not working or where there's a fault. And without having to always send out the same engineer, our other engineers can just scan the QR code on that particular appliance or part of the room, and they'll be able to download all the information of the previous work that's been done in the building on that particular area. And it means that they've got all the facts in there to help the engineer. And also it means that all the reports there, that the customer who's got the system can log in and see all that is live as well. So yeah, we're very good at what we do, and we believe in giving the customer the most up-to-date information, saving them time and money, as well as giving them a great service. So that's why I promote our services when I'm out networking with various companies and various people in the oil and gas community.
Yeah, and it's very important, like you say, with the security, because those are things can happen. It can be dangerous if you do it the wrong way. And as you said, with that person trying to go around what you had done with it, and say that it was working, they had used it, but it wasn't working, and you could prove it. I think that is very good. And it also shows that the systems we have today, that the technique is doing some good things, because we can have these systems where you just have the QR code and you find all those things behind it. And to me, that's magic.
Oh, very much. And you could imagine though, if someone didn't have that and they could have been accused of this, that
Yeah,
there could be a lot of
exactly.
money at stake, and and then it's your reputation,
Absolutely.
because your integrity is important, and you get one chance to make a good impression.
Yeah.
And in Aberdeen, although it's not a small city, it is classed like a village, and word spreads quick. If you do a bad job,
Yeah.
yeah, everyone knows about it. So yeah, so I'm very proud to work for Northeast Services as my full-time job, and I have met amazing people in the last year through my job, and yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. And it is, I think, too, because from healthcare, it's fulfilling to feel that you do, that you have a good system, that you have things that you, so you can look up afterwards what happened and who did what and all those things, that we have those systems. And that is good to use also in your private life, more or less, to be sure to what's happening in your life. Now tell me, because we are here talking about BeeKonnected, and this is your day work, so to
Yes.
speak. How did you get into BeeKonnected, and what are you doing in BeeKonnected? Because that's not the same thing, because that
Yeah.
must be
Well,
your private part of your life.
yeah. So basically, I have been a network marketer for many years, and I've got friends in the network marketing space, and they follow me, I follow them. So a friend of mine called Ricky Smith, who's in Australia, I saw a post on BeeKonnected, and I wondered what on earth he was going on about. So, of course, normally when Ricky is involved in any kind of new product, service, whatever, he would ask me if I would like to get involved. But on this occasion, he didn't. So I reached out to him and said, "What on earth is this BeeKonnected?" And he said, "Well, it's a video conferencing platform with a difference." He said, "But I didn't come to you, Jacqui, because I know that you're not the most technically minded." And I laughed. And I said, "Well, yeah, you're right there." And I said, "But tell me anyway." He says, "Well," he said, "do you use the likes of Zoom or Teams at work?" And I said, "Well, actually, I use both." And he said, "Right, well, I think you need to have a look at this." So, of course, he got me on a call with Tonya. Well, I think it was JR first. Yeah, it was JR first, one of the founders, and then Tonya. And started speaking about how they were looking for Elite 100 coaches. And of course, Ricky knows that I love helping people. So the only obstacle I had was to learn the platform. So helping people's not an issue, sharing it's not an issue, getting my head around how to work it was another issue. So and getting the time as well, it's finding the
Yeah.
time. So literally, I made up my mind that I really did want to help people because one, I could see the benefit of the platform and how different it was to using Zoom or Teams, and also how much they wanted to add to the platform, and just everything about it. I thought, this sounds amazing, this sounds great, this is going to be like the biggest thing. So I then went about trying to learn about it. Well, that was a bit funny because I did the training and I was banging my head against a wall, literally, because I was like, my God, I don't understand how to do that. I don't understand how to do this. And everybody was so kind and helpful, including yourself, showing me how to find and navigate around things. And then things started to make sense. And then, because in my day job, I'm networking with some great people from all walks of life. So website designers, branding, all this kind of people. I was like, I could get you to help me with this, and you could help me with that because you know what you're doing here. And basically, I did my exam for the BeeKonnected in order to become an Elite 100 coach, which I passed. I didn't pass the first time, I passed the second time. And then I got my people to help me to brand up my platform to make it different. And I use it for a lot of meetings that I do because as much as I love face-to-face, I also do have the clients who are maybe you don't have the time to leave their office. So I have the one-to-one BeeKonnected video conferencing meetings with them. And what they love is actually how my presentations are very streamlined and how I'm all branded up. I mean, as you know, there's the call to actions that you've got down here on, as I'm looking at the screen, it's on the left-hand side. I can't really do my call to actions for if you want to have a plumber or an electrician because it's a global platform and it's a bit far to travel if I was out with Aberdeen or Aberdeenshire. But I have got Join Me for people to look at using the platform for their own business and how it will benefit them. So I have been speaking about BeeKonnected so much and getting the word out there, and then setting up meetings with David Dubbs, who is all about all things branding and showing how magic this platform is.
He is a master.
He's just that, he's like a ninja. I'm like, how did you do that? Why you do that?
Because so I'm like you, not so very technical. I come from another world.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm creative, you see, and I'm creative but not technical. So what I found is I set up meetings with David for my people who are technical, and he can show them how amazing the platform is. So so going back to your question, I got introduced to it by Ricky, who didn't ask me to get involved because he thought Jacqui's not technical. There's no point in speaking to them about it.
And that's funny because in a sense, it's a lot, but it's not. You don't really need to know the technical part. It's easy when you figure out how to do it. I can do it, and I'm from the ancient, dinosaur era, and from a world that is definitely not working with technique. And if I can do it, then anyone can do it. You just have to take one step at a time.
Absolutely, it is. And it is, and it starts to make sense after a while. Initially when you start thinking, how do you do this? What does that mean? But it's using it. The more you use it, the more you get like, oh, that's right. And that's quite easy. And then it comes to you. It's like riding a bike. You're going to fall off a few times before you can do it properly. Same with this. You can't break it. I have to keep thinking that, if I press the wrong button, I'm not going to break it. It's just me pressing the wrong button and looking silly.
Yeah, and it's like also with the Facebook or LinkedIn and all those, it is you have to know how to do it to make it good. Then there are still things in those platforms that I don't know, and that pop up, and oh, what was that? How did that come here?
And also,
so it's about knowing.
And, well, there wasn't computers when I was at school, as in we didn't get them. So it's not like the days now, the kids are coming out, they're people are giving birth to children, they've got iPads in their hand the minute they're born. You know, we didn't have that. We didn't have
No,
mobile phones. We
no,
didn't have, I was going to say we didn't have television. We didn't
no,
have
hardly.
computers,
I
but
was
we had
10, I was
televisions.
10 years old when we got a television.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's just like, so times have changed. So we either run with the technology or we'll get left behind. And
Yeah,
I just find that, yeah, I'm not as quick as maybe everybody, but people of my age group, people of your age group, you know, we're learning.
absolutely. And one thing that I also very much like here is that it's easy to ask other people for help. And if you have a question and you don't fix it, someone will tell you where to find the knowledge or help themselves. So it's a kind place to be and to learn in.
Yeah,
And
everybody's lovely.
also the whatever you would use call it, the place where you find the all those introduction videos. There are tons of them.
Oh yeah, in the back office
Instruction, yeah,
you
the
can
back
find all your
office.
instructions. Yeah.
So it's a no-brainer, really. Are you planning to keep your daytime job and have this as a side thing and
Yes.
promote BeeKonnected and
Yeah, I'll
or
tell you as to why. So obviously with the times that with the coaching, so it was going to work very well for me because my daytime compared to, you know, I'm like yourself. My daytime, most of my working day will be finished by the time that we can promote our lives. So for me, I've absolutely keep my full-time job. But once obviously BeeKonnected gets launched into such a way by obviously the ex chief marketing officer of Google, and it's going to grow exponentially like through the roof,
through the roof.
um, then I would say probably not, because I think we'll all be in a very fortunate position. I
Yeah,
can see that coming.
yeah,
But as for now, yes, I plan to keep my full-time job. I love my job. And you know, for me, it's not just a job. It's a meeting the people,
it
the connecting with
yeah,
people.
it's a
Um,
way of life, kind of.
absolutely. And I network more than I have a social life because these people have become my social life. The other thing that I've been doing is I'm speaking to leaders of companies like the Chamber of Commerce, like Federation of Small Business. I'm showing them this platform because it has the free option. It's something they can actually offer their members. And
Yeah,
then if people want to upgrade with the other premium content, etc., that's coming, and touching on that, I obviously wear a few hats in my spare time. And makeup artistry I have done for 35 years. And I am going to be doing premium content on women over the age of 40, um, also menopausal things with skin. So I'm going to do like lessons, makeup lessons, and skincare advice. My friend has a lovely salon in at Stonehaven in Aberdeenshire, and we have a lovely range of products, and we also have got for a more mature skin. So I want to do tutorials for people of a certain age, how their skin acts differently prior to the menopause, during menopause, after menopause. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing the skincare one and the makeup one. And I'm also going to be adding in a little bit of a new company that I have just joined up with, that has a unique product that's patented, which is helping people get better health, which has so much benefits to this product that's been launched. It's 8 years in the making, but it's brand new in the UK and it's brand new in Europe. So, you know, something that is natural, that has the backing of science, where it's patented and it's going to help. Well, it is already changing people's lives. And for me, if I can tie in about a bit of health and wellness along with how to keep yourself feeling good,
yeah,
that's what I'm going to add to the platform for me. And that'll be premium content on there. So that's my kind of hats. So I always think that if you can help share things with people, give them information, it's up to them what they do with it.
Absolutely.
And I think this platform, unlike anything else, will be a way of us to share how we can help people. And obviously, as you know, any MLM leaders that are coming on board this, if they are doing their video conferencing, we will have the first software that people can actually have their people, their audience, join up or buy products while they're actually doing their video conferencing and their live streaming. So that is something that I've actually set up a meeting for the company that I'm involved in, for them to be able to talk to our people here at BeeKonnected to help to see if there can be some kind of alliance made that they can get what they need from BeeKonnected. So it's just incredible what this platform will be able to do once we get it fully launched out there. And yeah, the only way is up.
Yeah, and the Petri system that you're talking about for the MLM and that kind of network marketing is, I mean, it's groundbreaking, really. So it's very fun, I think, to be part of this journey.
Oh, it's so exciting, and
to see.
I feel fortunate that I was introduced, and I'm glad I went and asked the question.
Yeah, you weren't introduced. you introduced
so that's why
yourself.
I said I'm glad I was introduced. I'm glad I asked the question. Then I was introduced. So because he knew that I wasn't into technical things, then obviously I went and found out myself. I was nosy.
That's good. And we're glad you're here. And now I think it's time to wrap up. Is there anything, the last thing you want to say about your business or BeeKonnected?
Well, firstly, if people start to be offended by seeing a yellow tongue and yellow teeth, it's all healthy, it's all good. So I'm going to keep the mystery. So they've got to keep watching me if they're interested in finding out what I'm doing and how I'm helping people, and how I just want to share all good things. If anyone, obviously in Aberdeen, needs a plumber or an electrician, then please contact me. And if you are thinking about BeeKonnected as a platform to use, 120%, it's the best one. And I'm on a lot of Zooms with my other businesses, and I hate them because they do not look as flawless as BeeKonnected. And it's time people seen that and changed onto the platform. And definitely, if you're watching this back, click on Annika's link and get launched with the BeeKonnected.
Thank you. Yeah, if you want to see the replay of this, then you go to my BeeKon leadership group, and and there you will have the replay of this, and you have the replays of all of the previous ones, and also the one where I introduced the whole way of thinking and what I do as a doctor and stress management person. I stay calm.
You are calm. You are fabulous at what you do.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you and goodbye.
Good night.